Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome to another custom scenario with me, Lathrix. Today we're going to be playing a bit of a higher rated game. I know recently I've been going for the unknowns and the low rateds, but this one caught my eye, so I thought, let's have a change of pace and go back to playing ones which are apparently good. This is The Red Weed by Brother Cake. It's 1898 and the War of the Worlds is over. See, this is what interested me. It's apparently based off the original War of the Worlds, so I'm kind of curious. But even though the Martians are gone, their parasitic red weed remains. Its tendrils creeping like slimy red worms, covering everything in their path, with living scarlet feelers. Crawling, which I actually believe is a quote. So, we're going to be playing this and having a quick look what it's like, and really hoping it doesn't disappoint me, because I'm a huge fan of the whole War of the Worlds thing. So, play. There you go, the war is over. The next day, the dawn was brilliant, fiery red, and I wandered through the weird and lurid landscape of another planet, for the vegetation that gives Mars its red appearance had taken root on Earth. Wherever there was fresh water, the red weed grew, its snake-like tendrils choking the movement of rivers and streams. Then they began to creep across the land like slimy red worms, and that's the thing we just read. Okay, I didn't realise that. And begin. It is 1898. Apparently we are Great Britain. We're not the UK. We are Great Britain. Excellent. Anywhere else name been changed? Did we just infect Egypt? Oh, a boat. I didn't see the boat. Okay, apparently we started off somewhat infected. It's not that we're overly fast, it's that we started off with a percentage infected. Okay. Hello, this is a lot of stuff. Okay. Tendril submersion. Tendrils can grow through fresh water, anchoring themselves by wrapping around rocks or solid objects at the bottom. Salination. Tendrils can regulate large amounts of sodium in their xylem, increases their tolerance for salty water, allowing them to spread through the sea. Every weed grows hundreds of tendrils that creep across the land, establishing a root structure. And then, when tendrils break or become separated from the weed, they can establish a new weed structure, a new root structure, in fact. God, this is going to be a long time. Weeds grow red-scented flowers which attract insect pollinators, especially in rural and arid conditions, such as bees, wasps, beetles, and ants. You missed a little bit there. Also, weeds grow white, unscented flowers, which attract vertebrate pollinators, especially in urban and humid regions. Birds, bats, rats, and monkeys. I'm going to get that. Pollinated weeds bear edible fruits, which are very high in fat, making them appeal to animals in all regions, which consume, disperse, and fertilize the seeds. I'm going to get that as well. Connected weeds develop a primitive neurochemistry, giving rise to simple instincts that make the tendrils grow across land and sea towards any uninfected regions. Also have parasites. Tendrils wrap around any immobile animal or human they encounter, growing tiny filaments which invade the host's blood supply. Wow, that's a lot of stuff to read again. Tendrils secrete a hormone which paralyzes the host, reducing their energy and water requirements and allowing the filaments to absorb even more. Tendrils enter the host body through the ears, nose, and throat, growing additional filaments which draw hormones from the endocrine system. Weeds develop an affinity for guaiacol, making them flourish near sources of poor rural wood combustion, such as campfires and log-burning stoves. For a lot of effectivity. Ferric oxide. Weeds develop an affinity for iron oxide, making them flourish near sources of wealthy urban coal combustion, such as factories and power sources. What do we have here? We have sewage impedance. The spread of the weed in urban sewers and water pipes leads to cross-contamination, creating a high risk to public which leads to cross-contamination, creating a high risk of public health problems. We also have impedance. Hello. The spread of the weed on rural farms begins to threaten agricultural production, lowering crop yields and a consequent rise in food prices. Wow, I always screw up after that comma. Followed by cholera. Yeah, it's exactly what you think it is. And the continuing spread of the weed now seriously threatens food production, causing frequent crop failures and isolated rural famine. We also have basic cold resistance. Oh yeah, I forgot about the new tooltip. I was going to mention it the other episode. If you hover over one, you can see the cost to it, but actually having to click. Pesticide resistance, so it's drug resistance, heat resistance, cold resistance. Okay then, let's carry on. We just increased our resistances, our transmission quite a lot, so that should help. We aren't in anywhere poor though, so I am thinking about getting a little bit of drug resistance. Sorry, pesticide resistance, which is seeming to help straight away. So that's good. Can I get any good symptoms then? That's a bit much. I would like something just. Oh, that actually decreases severity, which is kind of odd. I'll go with this. I'm going with the other pollination because that will help in rural and arid. So we've got kind of a bonus to most kinds of countries, which is good. We are now in Russia. We have got some cold resistance because we did start in the UK, so I might just grab one cold straight away. And maybe that'll help, maybe it won't. They've already found us. Lower intercellular water volume makes weeds more effective in cold and humid climates, resulting in stronger tendrils. Do I need that? I think I might just go for more transmissions. Let's go with... Yeah, rural, because... Is it classed as rural? Yes, it is. That should help. Russia is apparently richer, though, in this game. That's interesting. I didn't expect that change. I suppose if it is 1898, it's... Yeah, I'll give them that much. The East Indies, so there is actually some changes. The East Indies. New Guinea, still New Guinea. Indonesia. That's odd. Britain. Okay, yeah, I've changed it all to Arabia. Okay, Persia. Ottoman Turkey. Cape Colony, which is actually what it was called, so credit there. Okay, so there are actually quite a few little changes here and there, which I didn't realise until I've just done it now. West Indies. Okay, carrying on. Let's get this one. Connected weeds, the whole brain thing. Ooh. Carbon monoxide affinity. Weeds develop an affinity for carbon monoxide, making them flourish near any source of combustion. However, I'm going to get the next one of these. No, I'm not. Oh, I must have got that as a... okay, so we've got cholera. Let's get sewage impedance. And typhoid. Cross-contamination in sewage systems leads to an outbreak of typhoid in urban areas, causing fever, headache, and coughing and nosebleeds. Advanced typhoid, again, we won't get because it'll start killing people, so everyone will shut down their borders instantly, which is not really what we want, ultimately. Okay, so 22, and then we've got mega drug resistance. It does seem like we might need it, because, yeah, Russia was really slow, so was the US, oddly enough. Maybe they have a, maybe the scenario's been edited so that the lovely pathogen we are doesn't have much drug resistance as standard. I should need some heat resistance soon, though, to be perfectly honest. At least one. Oh, I could have just got climate control. Stems, roots, and tendrils develop a thick, waxy coating which insulates and protects them against a range of extreme climates. We've got destruction mutated. That's the one that kills, so I'm just going to devolve that after I look here. Agricultural apocalypse. The further spread of the weed is completely undermining world food production, causing devastation to most crops and leading to widespread starvation. I might actually just leave that, to be brutally honest, so I don't have to afford it later. We need to go kind of south faster, though. Maximum resistances, so we should have no trouble all spreading anywhere now, which is nice. More transmission would be nice. Yeah, sure. Chemical pollution. Oxides and other pollutants absorbed by the weed begin to leach out of its roots, poisoning the surrounding land and water in all environments. Lovely. I'll probably get that later. We have been placed on watch list, so there is a chance that we will be stopped before we spread completely to this area. We are there now, however, so hopefully... Spreading in Russia is really difficult in this scenario. It's very bizarre. It does seem like anywhere that's urban is very slow to spread, so perhaps even with the maximum drug resistance, we're not that, well, resistant, I suppose. That will increase lethality, but it will also increase infectivity by quite a lot, and we do need that now. We're already killing people, so... we will get rid of... that's such a good one, though. Where we left, where haven't we got? We haven't gotten to New Zealand, we haven't got to... So just New Zealand. Is it worth the risk to keep it? That's the question. Yes, it was. Brilliant. Okay. That saved us a lot of DNA, and we've got one of the major things. We're still not in the Philippines, though, I've just realised. Oh, dear. I won't buy anything. I'm just waiting to... There we go. So we're in everywhere. Everywhere, so we can look at the killing. Infrastructural collapse. Breakdown of infrastructure throughout the world causes universal panic, leading to anarchy, violence, and destruction. We won't get that just yet, because we don't have enough transmission still. let's get ferric oxide affinity. So we can spread a little bit quicker. Advanced typhoid has been mutated, but I will leave that. Typhoid sufferers become delirious. Red spots appear on their abdomen, and the spleen and liver become enlarged and tender. Severe hemorrhaging. Encephalitis. Nothing really here I particularly want right now, because we still need to spread in a few countries. The spread's a bit weird. I think it's just me not being used to what they've done to it, but I really can't figure out what to do better. Particularly in a rich area. Not even rich area, just anywhere it wasn't poor was quite difficult to spread in, but Russia was a nightmare. We have got encephalitis. Typhoid infection spreads to the brain, which leads to acute inflammation, causing memory loss, tremors, convulsions, and seizures. I think I'll get intestinal hemorrhaging just so I can see what's next, though I do need 18 for that, so I need one more dinner, which I should get from killing. There we go. Cholera sufferers lose large amounts of potassium in bouts of diarrhea, lovely, resulting in respiratory depression, skeletal atrophy, and paralysis. And we don't unlock what's next. That's very curious. That's just, yeah, that's just, reshuffle. Still need to finish off the spread in New Zealand. Hopefully the killing won't outdo it. Certainly doesn't look it, so that's nice. There we go. Okay, there are no healthy people left in the world. That's wonderful, because that means I can now devolve all the transmissions I've been buying. Let's go away from all these. Don't really need them now, every single person's infected. Also, look at the parasites doing a dance to the right. It's rather hypnotic, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Let's grab... I suppose I have to go grab this then. Aha! No! I think I'm going to have a look in the cheat mode afterwards just to see exactly what I'm missing. It could be that. It could be morphogenic biology. Weeds develop morphogenic cells which adapt to their structure and chemical requirements, allowing them to flourish despite all attempts to get rid of them. That does sound like genetic shift to me, but yes, it definitely doesn't unlock anything. Still things to unlock there then. Maybe it's in transmissions. I bet it's in transmissions we need to get them. That would make sense to me, especially with these ones going inside the host, which I haven't got. Not that one, maybe that one there. Corpse parasitism. Weeds develop an affinity for the volatile organic compounds produced by animal decomposition, allowing them to feed on dead hosts, so there was necrosis the whole time. Oh, I should have got that. Nuclear explosion in Japan, but they're already infected, so I don't really care. They're just killing themselves a little bit faster. Very dapper of them to do that. Aha! Nope, not that as well. Railway disruption. The growth of weed tendrils around railway lines and signal boxes causes disruption to urban train services and occasional derailment on cross-country routes. Certainly an imaginative scenario. Just need to finish them off now. We're very lethal, but taking quite a long time. The last few people really do want to survive. How admirable of them. Are you going to perish yet, sirs? The red weed to eradicate humans! Excellent! The humans have been choked to death with little tiny red weeds, which drink your blood. There we are. They're dead. 2 stars. I want to see how you get those other ones. So we're going to be doing it again in the lovely cheat mode, which is the unlimited strain. Normal, red weed, go. So let's get all the transmissions. Actually, we need to get up to here. Okay, so we're going to go and get where we went to last time. So let's get all these, get all the resistances, because I had all those last time. Then we had that, and we can't get those, so we got all those. So how do we get there then? So let's do water. No. Water again. No. Final one, which is tendril autonomy. Pieces of the tendril can survive indefinitely on infertile land or any kind of water, establishing a new root structure as soon as they touch a suitable medium. Wow, that's kind of awesome sounding. Okay, let's get these 2. Yes, okay, so it was actually these. I'm assuming that one would be needed for the last. So we do kill the lovely... So we do now spreading the dead. What we got here then? Diabetes. Okay then. Hyperglycemia and toxicosis lead to rapid gastrointestinal glucose absorption and insulin resistance, resulting on the onset of diabetes. Thyroiditis, I'm not going to read them all because that will take too long. Osteoporosis, Okay, I don't know. Absorption of lutropin by invasive tendril filaments leads to pituitary hormone deficiency, causing weight loss, anemia, and loss of sexual function. Nice. Delayed sleep phase shift disorder. Oh, I think it's actually called phase shift disorder, but well. Absorption of melatonin by invasive tendril filaments leads to the disruption of circadian rhythms, resulting in insomnia. Hypothyroidism, lymphatic thyroidosis. That's a lot of very interesting things I've got to say. So what's here then? Hello. Antibody infinity and antibody resistance. So that affects wealthy regions, I think I've just read. Let's have a look at if we get all these. Is there anything special? No, okay, that's literally it. Spread then, go. Yeah, it's gonna be quite quick. Although they probably will find us. Yep, new worrying disease spread. And let's see if we can how fast this actually spread. No real need for the bubbles. Nice and spreading. Okay, well, regardless, sir and sirettes, thank you for watching. I won't be continuing with that. That'll take far too long. Sorry for my terrible speech today. Everything seemed to be difficult for me. But I hope you enjoyed regardless. A thumbs up and comment always means the world, as always. And, of course, this scenario was the Red Weed by Brother Cake. So thank you for creating that. I will hope to see you in the next scenario. Thank you for watching, sir and sirettes. I hope you have a nice day, a nice week, a nice month, and I hope to see you next time, as I just mentioned. I'm a bit disorganised today, can you tell? I am very, very tired. This is after university, it's currently 7 PM, but I really want to keep on doing one video a day, so yeah. Of course, I am still absolutely loving making the scenarios as well. It's just a bit difficult for me to speak right now. So yeah, thank you and goodbye.